Hey guys, Jonathan here for JamSports.org. How is it going? The Bashas Supermarkets 200 is complete, and what a race it was. I said going into the race there were three drivers that I said to watch. I said Kevin Harvick would be a factor. He was a big factor. I said to watch Elliott Sadler. He was a big factor. Um, and I also said to watch Denny Hamlin, who was also a big factor. Those three guys right there led the majority of the race. I said Elliott Sadler, watch out for him. He could very well end up in victory lane, and he did. For the first time since 1998, Elliott Sadler took a nationwide car to victory lane for Richard Childress. Now, remember, he's in the 2 car this year. He was in the 2 car last year as well for KHI. However, he finished second in the standings, but no wins. So how about that? Second race of the year. Second year with the same team. Different team kind of at the same time. Second race with Shoulders. He takes it to victory lane, but it wasn't necessarily easy. Let's get to some race highlights. One thing I thought was really interesting, and I didn't get a chance to see uh, the second race of Phoenix last year, which would have been the first race under the new track surface configuration. I didn't get to see that, so I didn't know what to expect. I think that the dog leg is awesome. Watching racing on the dog leg is awesome. They were able to race over. I thought it made the racing a lot better, a lot more exciting, and it was just wow. So that was one big thing I wanted to talk about. The dog leg, I love it. It's fantastic, and it's gonna make for some interesting racing tomorrow too, I think. Our first caution was for debris. Nothing really all that exciting. Um, Austin Dillon, he had a big slide coming off the corner. He did a nice job um, keeping it out the wall. That was just a big slide. I've said it before. He is a talented race car driver, and he is going to win a lot of races in the Nationwide Series and probably in the Cup Series in years to come, in my opinion. At lap 108, Kenny Wallace, he did cut down a tire when he coming off of turn 3, and he hit the wall pretty hard. Now, the difficult thing with Kenny is guaranteed the first 5 races. He doesn't have sponsorship after that, so he is clamoring for sponsorship. Trevor Bayne is in even worse shape than that. Trevor Bayne has 1 more week to find sponsorship. They have enough money to get to Vegas next weekend, and after Vegas, Trevor Bayne might be done if they don't get sponsorship. So, a couple big stories off of the track, really, taking place in NASCAR as well. Let's take a look at the running order for today as Danica Patrick struggled again. However, Danica did one thing. One thing Danica was told before the race, just finish the race. Don't hit anything, just finish the race. And she indeed did that. Alright, from 43rd to 1st, here we go. We got Jeff Green, Scott Speed, 42nd, Chase Miller, 41st, Josh Wise, 40th, Mike Harmon, 39th, Morgan Shepherd, 38th, J.J. Yaley, 37th, Kenny Wallace had that heartbreaking 36th place finish after the tire issue, David Green, 35th, Charles Landowski, 34th, Daryl Harr, 33rd, Mike Wallace, 32nd, Blake Cook, 31st, Tim Shandell, 30th, 29th for TJ Bell, 28th for Eric Clore, Benny Gordon, 27th, Eric Darnell, 26th, Joey Gaze, 25th, Joe Nemechek, 24th, Jimmy Dick, 23rd, Jeremy Clements, 22nd, 21st was Danica Patrick. Danica did finish 3 laps down. Taylor Melsom finished 20th, 19th for Jason Bowles. Casey Kane, 18th. Casey Roderick, 17th. He was the first car on the lead lap to finish on the lead lap. Mike Bliss, 16th. Pretty good after spinning out in qualifying. 15th for Justin Allgaier. 14th for Brian Scott. 13th for Cole Witt. Another good run there. 12th for James Busher. 11th for Kyle Busch in his ride, in his Kyle Busch Motorsports ride. Mike Lynette getting a 10th place finish. 9th for Denny Hamlin. 8th for Joey Logano. 7th for Trevor Bayne. 6th for Sam Hornish Jr., 5th for Kevin Harvick, 4th Austin Dillon, so another top 5 for young Austin Dillon, who literally beat Harvick to the line for 4th spot. It was a photo finish there. Ricky Stenhouse 3rd, Brad Keselowski 2nd, and of course Elliott Sadler got the win. Kevin Harvick dominated. Kevin Harvick led 107 laps today. Then he, a little bit of strategy, got him marred back in the pack a little bit. Then Casey Kane with 38 ended up getting a little bit loose and making I don't know if they made contact or not, but Harvick was sent through the dogleg. If the dogleg wouldn't have been there, Harvick would have smacked the wall. He did a good job getting down on the apron, going through the dogleg, and keeping his composure. However, he lost some spots there that he just wasn't able to make up, or he was able to make up, but he just basically ran out of time because Sadler, Keselowski, and Stenhouse Jr. had really started to run away a little bit, quite a bit actually, from the pack. So it was great racing. Elliott Sadler did a good job looking out his mirror. Brad Keselowski was coming though. Keselowski was racing him hard, and so was Stenhouse. Stenhouse was right there with Keselowski. So maybe if we would have seen an instance like we saw at Daytona, where the front guy is wrecked and James Buescher snuck the win, we could have maybe seen that again with Stenhouse. It was just tremendous racing. Congratulations to Elliott Sadler. I've never had a problem with Elliott Sadler. I think it's great. I think he's going to contend for a lot of wins. He's probably going to contend for a championship this year. So definitely something to look forward to. The Nationwide Series has been so exciting so far this year. Six of the top 10 drivers, 6 of the drivers in today's top 10 are competing for nationwide points. So it wasn't necessarily a Cup-dominated affair. In the first 2 races of the year, Cup guys have been shut out, and I think it's going to continue. I really do. I think Nationwide is finally got their stuff going. I think this is what NASCAR wants. I don't think the Nationwide Series could be much better than what it is right now. It was just a lot of fun to watch the racing today, even though Kevin Harvick did dominate a lot. Like you said, Harvick led 107, Elliott Sadler led 26. Let's see, how many did Denny lead? And Denny led 56. So I mean, it was a lot of domination between those 3 drivers, but there was still just tremendous racing all over the board. Really gets me excited for Vegas. But before we talk about Vegas, let's take a look at the points, because I do have the points up and ready to go for the updated points. These are unofficial now, remember, so they could change. But as of right now, Elliott Sadler, well, we pretty much know he's going to have the lead, because he had the lead going in, then he won the race. Well, yeah, he's going to keep the lead then. Elliott Sadler now has a 10-point lead on Austin Dillon, who gained a spot to move up to 2nd. Trevor Bayne gains 2 spots up to 3rd. Cole Witt loses 2 spots back to 4th. Ricky Stenhouse Jr., good day for him, gains 4 spots up to 5th. Sam Hornish Jr. gains 4 spots up to 6th. Taylor Melson really struggled today, and it showed. He loses 3 spots. Back to 7th. Michael Annett, that top 10, really helped him well, moving him up 8 spots. And in his post-race interview, Michael Annett just seems really excited, like he is set to do some big things. So I'm looking forward to see what he can do. Benny Gordon is 9th. He lost 3 spots. Joe Nemechek is 10th, and he gained 3 spots. And the top 10 separated by 47 points. The top 2 separated by, as I said, 10. And the top 5 separated by 23. So, points, of course, always interesting. Always good times. It was just, like I said, it was just a lot of fun racing, a lot of fun to watch. Gets me really excited for tomorrow. Next up for this Nationwide Series will be the Samstown 300 at Las Vegas. Saw Mark Martin pull it off last year rather. So the Samstown 300 at Las Vegas is next up for them, and that will be next Saturday at 5 p.m. Eastern Time. That race can also be seen on ESPN2. Don't forget, prior to that, I will have entry lists, qualifying orders, and a preview before all that even takes place. So keep in mind, this is really your home for NASCAR basically all week long. JM Sports 100, your home for NASCAR basically all week long. So, that is their next event. That's the next time they will hit the track. And how can you not get excited after watching a race like today, or after watching racing, period? How can you not get excited for the granddaddy of them all, the granddaddy of the weekend, the Subway Fresh Fit 500, which is going to take place tomorrow, 2:30 p.m. Eastern Time on Fox. For all you guys that are just stick with NASCAR stuff, that is when I will see you. I will see you then for that recap tomorrow night. And until then, I'm out. I'm sick of being on cam. I've been on cam like 3 or 4 times today. I got one more to make my rest of my sports picks tonight. But if you're not interested in that, I will see you. I will see the guys. I will see the people who are not interested in that tomorrow night for my Subway Fresh Fit 500 recap. Until then, I am John Thumbs Up for JM Sports 100, jmsports.org. A big congratulations to Elliott Sadler. Much deserved win. I'm out. Peace.